Hey folks, Ernie and Don here for another edition of PatternCast Market Macro Signals. This is going to be our third edition. We started this week. We plan on making this a regular thing prior to each trading day. And we're going to look at tonight's signal. But I think that you wanted to do a little look back at how yesterday's signal went. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday's signal was another great PatternCast signal. I know that most people look for buying and selling, and those are the things that, in terms of entries and exits, and they want you to tell you when to do that. But PatternCast does a real good job of keeping you out of markets too that don't go anywhere. And we've seen that for a couple of days now, and the signals over the last couple of days, I've been telling people it's not a buy, it's not a sell, it's just not doing anything, and that's what we've gotten.
Well, do you want to share your screen and tell us what we have here?
Yeah, so for tonight, for the next trading session, and I want to say this too about we're going into a weekend and a holiday weekend. And so, whenever you go into a holiday weekend, I'm always dubious, no matter what system you use. I'm always a chicken when it comes to trading going into weekends. The signal for today was fractionally lower than yesterday's, 0.25. And so it turned down slightly. And if I was to give you, that would be slightly turning towards the market moving higher. But this is not a place for me to put a lot of money on anything.
Right. There's nothing to hang your coat on here, so we're just going to step aside. It's funny, 3 days in a row, same thing. PatternCast is keeping us out of the market, but keeping us safe, not making any stupid trades and committing money to things that just aren't there. And that's great. Now, one thing that we should remind everybody is that the PatternCast signal isn't just some simple, signal that you put a few numbers together. This is actually a composite of hundreds and hundreds of signals. Actually, I think you said before about 90 or so separate assets and an ungodly number of other things that all sort of come down to this market signal.
Yeah, so we look at 90 different stocks, and we get each of their individual signals. We put it all in a basket, and then that gives us a number of buy signals on the day. And we found that the higher the number of buy signals or the lower the number of buy signals, the better for the buys or worse for the buys.
Awesome.
But for the broad market.
Right. All right. So we'll pick this back up tomorrow. We'll see what actually happened after today's signal, and see whether or not PatternCast can keep up that awesome prescient status that it's building, and then we'll do a wrap up of the previous week, and then we'll see everybody back on Sunday.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks a lot. See you tomorrow.